All set.
So I would probably first go over having them know their name, so they'll focus with you. And basically just Fresca, and just to get her name to understand. Fresca. So she'll respond, Fresca, and then kind of say things like anything. Chair. She'll look for anything. Floor. She found it. Fresca. So just a little name game, having them focus so they can get their name. Another thing in addition to that I did go over in class was focus. Just having them put in focus typically or name or focus. So dogs are kind of just all over the place. Focus. And just pointing towards your face.
I see, okay.
And giving them a treat. Okay. Going ahead and starting them on catch. Catch is probably one of the most difficult things. Small dogs, especially, something coming at them. But I have chihuahuas catching food and items, so I know it is doable. You have to start patiently, right close to the face. Getting the sequence of the mouth opening in that precise time. So, putting it at their nose, and again, she's not going to let a crumb go by. So, catch. So, starting really closely. Catch. And then going further. Catch. So just to get that, because some dogs will just fall right on their face. So, getting them to understand to open the mouth at the moment I say catch. Catch. And then a little further. Catch. See, ah. So I won't tell them to leave it because leave it is forever command, and they learned that in the beginning class. So I'll just like make a sound, a noise, and catch it. It's easier to put them up on maybe furniture bed or something on your level or somebody on the ground to retrieve it from the floor. Because once they know they miss it here and they can just go like that and grab it, they don't put so much into gabbing it in the air. If they know it hit the ground, then it's kind of like, okay, it's off limit. I really have to put more effort into
So in
grabbing
other words,
it.
that's why you want them raised up?
Yeah, putting them on a sit so they can be up like this. If they're standing, it's hard for their neck to go back. So you want them on a sit with catch. Come here, dear.
Oh, you want them sitting with the cat?
Yeah, see how she can extend her neck back like this on a sit? But if she's standing, it's not as easy. It's just easier.
So what happens if they're sitting and they miss it?
Then I'm going to make a sound, a noise, a negative, but not use the leave it word. Most people will say, no, leave it, and then they'll give it to them.
What word would it be for a temporary instead of leave it where it's permanent?
I just kind of,
Okay, it's a noise. Got
whatever
it.
sound comes natural,
Okay.
wrong, if it falls on the ground, whatever.
Right.
Just a negative, but really letting people know, don't use leave it, because we've taught leave it means you never,
Forever.
ever forbid and forget
Right.
it, and we're not going to leave it and then
Right.
pop it in their mouth again. So now it's just me leave it wishy-washy. Come here, baby. Come. So, going up like this until they get used to it. Catch. Catch. See? And that's the problem, that's the norm.
Do you
They're
say
wrong.
catch just second before you drop
Catch
it, or
as it's
catch
coming.
as it's coming? Okay.
Yeah, for her to be ready to.
Okay.
So just getting that sequence, and you gotta get that rhythm.
Well, the long hair doesn't
Catch.
help either.
Yeah.
You can see. And a trimmer.
Catch. And she's respecting now after I corrected her from getting it from the floor.
Right.
She's waiting patiently.
So how come you're not making the negative sound when she misses it?
Because she's not really going at it.
Oh, I
She's
see,
in lunge.
I see, okay.
Catch. So going back to a little closer. Catch. Until you get that rhythm. Catch. Yes! Catch. Yes! So she's getting it back a little quicker. Catch. Yes! So waiting until we get to that point. After we get to that point, you can start tossing underhand. It's easier.
For food.
Catch. Oh. Just what we thought. And that's why I say if you have two people, best to have somebody on the ground so they can retrieve it, because my old knees ain't gonna get there fast enough before they get there. So if you have them raised on a bed or something, you could grab it a little easier. For us to drop down to the
Right.
ground, it's a little difficult. Ready? Catch.
Perfect.
Ah.
Okay, this will help her. This is what we do when we do orange one.
So it's time consuming. I don't expect him to master it the
Yeah.
first class, but that's why I give it to him the first day. I would just tell them, I'm not expecting them to get it, but I would teach them the first day, start putting it closely and work on that during the week.
Hey, don't let them
Expand on the toss, maybe the following week, see
Okay.
how far we got. Expanding, every dog's, every individual,
Got it.
different. I don't like to make anybody feel like next week they should be tossing and catching it.
Right.
Some dogs are gonna still be towering. I have some dogs that just close their eyes and just
Yeah.
nervous as heck.
Yeah.
And then later on, they're leaping for it like nothing. So,
Right.
you know, remind people, every dog's individual. I don't expect next week to have it. Treat it in baby steps. Your dog will catch it eventually.
Okay.
So eventually it will be catch. See that? You got it. You're quicker than me. Again, my knees don't go down fast enough, so it's somebody getting there. Ready? Catch. So yeah, just showing them the first class. Secondly, I want people rolling over is something that's very insecure for a lot of dogs. They don't want to
Doing this in the
expose
first
the
class
belly.
also? Okay.
So not doing rollover, but what I would introduce is start getting your dog on a down, and everybody knows down by now, and just having them rub the belly. They don't have all this nipplage around like Miss Me here, yes. But getting them used to rubbing the belly. A lot of dogs won't even give this much. So trying to desensitize them to see if you get that. And I will tell people, some dogs will just stand firm and not allow that. So maybe on their bed, maybe on your bed, maybe, wherever's comfortable to relax them. But I will start making sure everybody has a goal to be able to lie their dogs down on their side. And I will start that in the first class because, again, a lot of them would just be like, no, and panic and get up. So if they're small dogs, start holding them upside down, rubbing the belly, getting them used to that. So eventually, we're going to do bang, and that will help.
You put her to sleep.
Yeah. It's like about time somebody just massages me with that little poke and teeth. So I will start that. So the name game or focus, rubbing belly.
The
and
name
that.
game, that's just basically you just calling.
Name and
Their
then
name.
reward, name,
Okay.
reward,
Give them a
say
clue.
different names, distractions. See, because some dogs don't know their names. Some dogs you see turn around instantly. Some dogs just don't know their
Right.
names. So that helps. Also, eventually we're going to go into hoops, so having them learn to jump on command. And with that,
That's all in the first class.
yes, so this is all
Treat class.
just prepping them. So,
Sit deep, Sharon. You don't call.
You know what we were discussing? It seems like all the uncoordinated people are the ones that are
but
falling.
you can't say that because everybody's been messing with their dogs
Right,
with leashes. So
right,
it's
that's true.
everybody.
It's not meant to be
No.
for class.
Yeah.
It's just
They're
meant to
shifting around, so it's like somebody's dog goes there and
Right.
they got the ball. Not everybody's.
Especially the
keeping
off
their
one, like,
dog
oh.
and giving treat.
Right.
You're gonna be moving around.
Okay.
So it's just hard. Come here. Up, let's go. So getting them to jump on command and just going over. Jump. Come on. Jump. And that was a climb. Ready? Little walk step. Jump. Come on, Frisco. Jump. And no. Jump. Yes.
Whoa, good
So that was
job.
a step. That wasn't. But it's guiding
Okay,
her
okay.
to do this. Again, we're just warming them up.
You stop there?
Sure. Oh, 1 second, 1 second. I'll be right back.
some kind of emergency. Okay.
Jump. Come here, Frisco. Jump. 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 Come on.
Maybe she can't do it because of her.
Too maybe too close. and-
Yeah, maybe.
Jump. Yes. She's just not
She's trying not to hurt her too.
spunky enough. So having them get used to the jump, and just go over. Coco loved it. The little 7-year-old loved
You know
it.
what about the
yesterday.
hoop? Using the hoop
Well,
probably. they'll
first
definitely
I
jump.
get to that point, but now I
I
want
see.
them to start
Gotcha.
jumping. Some dogs are terrified of the hoop.
Oh,
Some dogs, you put the hoop up, they're scared to death. Right now, so again, this is just stuff I want them to work on. If another dog that's really spunky, energetic, you do jump, they're gonna jump, 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 jump. It's so much fun for them. It's something people could put their leg on the coffee table and just jump, 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 and you're wearing your dog out before you take him for that walk. You know, your dog has all this built-up energy just laying there bored. All you gotta do is do this, and now your dog is doing something.
Even if you're not rewarding them with food?
Yeah, well, you wanna, it'll get to that point, but right now you need to learn them for.
there's a
reason
reason
we'll
to
talk
so
about
that's
it.
an question because then you're not gonna get too.
Now, as far as, come here, ready? Jump! 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 I'm scared.
You want me to bring another
You
dog?
want this chair?
You want me to bring
This chair
another
is
dog?
sturdy. Oh, that's hard.
Mia, should I bring another dog?
Yeah, because
You want Mia? Should I bring
Yeah.
another dog?
Maybe Louis.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe
He's
I
so
will. I think so.
energetic.
Okay, stop.